Here it is, the OnePlus 6T. It looks a lot like this, the OnePlus 6, but with a couple of significant changes. The 6T is the first OnePlus phone that can be used on Verizon. This is huge! You can finally use a OnePlus phone on the biggest carrier in the US. Okay, so let's talk about the phone itself. There aren't a ton of changes from the 6 that was just released in May of this year, but there are a handful of new things that are pretty significant. Let's start with the display. It's still an edge-to-edge OLED screen, but now it's even larger at 6.4 inches. The bottom chin is 1 millimeter smaller, and the notch at the top is way smaller than before. It's got this little teardrop kind of shape. If you hate notches, this is probably the only one that you'll be able to tolerate. But even more significant is that under this screen is a fingerprint scanner for unlocking the phone. OnePlus has removed the traditional fingerprint scanner that was on the back of the 6 and completely embedded it inside the 6T screen. That makes the 6T the first phone in the US to offer this kind of feature, and it's just as secure as the traditional style scanners. Now, the company claims that this scanner is the fastest in-screen scanner in any phone, but I can tell you that it's not as fast as the traditional fingerprint reader that you're probably used to. There's a little pause or beat each time you use it because the light has to illuminate it before it scans your finger, and then the phone unlocks. Inside the 6T has the same set of specs as before. It's a Snapdragon 845 processor, 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, up to 256 gigs of storage. What's different is you can't buy a 64 gig model anymore. The base model of the 6T starts at 128. OnePlus has also bumped up the battery capacity up to 3,700 milliamp hours, which it says provides 20% more battery life than the 6. That bigger battery does change a couple of things with the body of the phone. It's a little thicker and a little heavier than before, and the back has more of a curve than the 6. Actually, it's nicer to hold than the 6 though. It fits in the hand better, and it just feels more substantial. But this is a big phone, and if you find big phones to be hard to use, you're gonna have a hard time with this one. The other big thing that OnePlus changed is that it removed the headphone jack that was on the 6. Now, it's just as annoying here as it is on the Pixel or the iPhone or any other phone without a headphone jack. But OnePlus is including a little adapter in the box, so you can use your 3.5mm headphones with it. You might also miss the notification LED at the top, which has been removed in pursuit of this tiny little teardrop notch. But OnePlus has added a bunch of software tweaks and a couple of new features, including a better portrait mode, better low-light shots, and a new nightscape mode for nighttime landscapes and cityscapes. And if you have a OnePlus 6, all of those new camera features will be coming in a software update, so look out for that. The 6T is launching with OnePlus's Oxygen OS on top of Android 9 Pie. It does have a couple of new features. It has improved gesture control system and some better memory management tweaks. So there you go. That's the new OnePlus 6T. Hey, thanks for watching. For more on the OnePlus 6T, including our full review with camera samples and all that stuff, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to like, share, and comment.